Well, this is always fun. So, I've got it sitting back in there. What I ended up doing was using one of my batteries from my drill to support the bottom of it, so I could slide the back arm in place into the rear slider up there, push it back, and then support that. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, probably not, but up in there to get the front slider in. I don't know if you can see it, but it's been a fight. I'll tell you that, it's been a fight. So now I'm going to try and do, hopefully, lift it up to where I can get it top bolts in, hopefully, without falling out like it's done every other time I've tried to do this, and then get the bottom slider on. Fun on a Sunday. Fun and games. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? Oh dear. I just lifted this up. I was just about to get it lined up, and I've just realised something. I put the frickin' motor back in, back to front. I don't think the motor cares. The problem is, you probably can't see it, the frickin' plug's on the wrong side. This plug is supposed to be there. I've just spent half an hour getting this thing back up in because I have to get my arms. Yes, there's good access holes here, of course there is, but can't get my arm in there, can't even get my hand in there. I have to do it all from down here with my arms up inside the door, all by feel, because you can't see the sliders are up here attached to the bottom of the window, so that, no, you can't see through that. So, I guess it all comes back out again for the 100th time, just because I put that on back to front without realising. Idiot. Let's go. Alright. God damn it. Look how easy this comes out. One slider out. Two sliders out. No, I'm going to have to take the battery out because otherwise I won't be able to get it back out of the car for the 1000th time. It's not the easiest thing to get in and out, I'll tell you that. So literally only one way it can go in and come out. What a chop. Back to front. Freaking hell. Alright, let me go and pull this thing apart. Ta-da, mate. Alright. Round 101. Yay! Oh man, what a chop. Anyway, time to get it back in. Alright. Let's have a go, shall we? Side. Yep. Alright. That part wasn't too bad. The fun bit I can get a finger up in here, I think. Can I? I actually can. Can I get the damn thing in the slider though? That's a different question. Oh, I actually did. Huh. Okay. That was a little easier. Why couldn't I do that last time? Freaking ADHD brain. Then, while I'm trying to keep that in there, let's get our power plug out of the way. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Crush the wires, get it in there. Get our battery sitting there. Alright. Oops. Front arm. Where's the slider? Where's the slider? There it is. It's up there. I need to go back a little bit. Hopefully not popping it out at the other end. Oh God. I swear last time it took me about 20 minutes just to get this bit in. My arm keeps pushing the regulator out of the way. Oh, don't fall off the battery, of course you did. And it fell back out. You see what I mean? This is not easy. Push the battery too far forward, that's what happened. Alright. Round two. I can only just get my fingers up there. I mean, I'm using the very tips of my fingers. Okay. We're in the slider? Yep, we're in the slider. Again, and see what you can't see inside this door is wiring and stuff down in the back end that I have to make sure the arm doesn't foul up with. Oh, nearly. So close. Oh. I can only just feel the end, the back end of the front slider. Again. I'll bet you that front one's come back out. And it frickin' has. I have no idea why this is so frustrating. I mean, it's not like it's a difficult thing. Shit me to tears. Freaking battery keeps moving. It was wedged in there before and wouldn't move. What's changed? I'll try and get this out of the way for a minute. Whatever. Wiring out the way. You're facing backwards. And we're in for the third time. And then it does that. And it wasn't even touching it. Remain calm. slide it backwards, very gently. Oh, oh, we're close. We're close. I wish I could get my other arm up in there. There's just not enough room. What if I just do that? I'll be able to get it up a little higher. Come on. Go up to Daddy. It's right there. Oh my God, it went in. Did it? And the front one's coming out because the battery's trying to drop down. Of course it is. Hands free. Let me check. They're both connected into the sliders. Okay. This is where I got to last time, when I realised the motor was back to front. Okay, careful. Ease up, turbo. Softly, softly, catchy monkey. See, that's, it feels like that slider isn't long enough. Where's the hole? It's right there. It's right there. So actually threading in. It is. It's actually threading in. Alright. So this needs to come up. And this is where it failed last time. Last week, should I say. I got to this stage right here. One bolt in. I had two connections up on the sliders. I actually had the third slider attached. Just the lower one here. It goes in there, except it goes that way. I couldn't get this other hole to line up. So what I didn't try to do is adjusting this, powering it up. But I had this in place. So this is the stuff I don't normally film this sort of crap. It in there, but I'll just have it loose. Yeah, see, that's got some tension on it. Yeah, that's got some serious tension on it. But I'm wondering now if I just touch this down a little bit, just temporarily connect this. And if I just drop it down a little bit, maybe I can get this to it just needs to, just a little bit to line these holes back up. Food for thought. Hang on a minute. Alright, I thought about it for a couple of seconds and I went and grabbed the keys so I could turn the ignition on. Cheers. Put that aside. It's either going to work or it's not. Ignition on. Oh, I have no idea what's going to happen here. Let's take this out. Get rid of that battery. It's connected. It moved. It moved a tiny bit. Moved a bit more. Here we go. We're getting somewhere. I can see the hole. Whoop, too far. Alright. See that? Don't get too excited. Well, this still might not even work. Starting to snug up. I'm being very careful with these. And I'm not going to put the rivets in. I have to rivet them. The only other way to do it would be to just make it have to be a massive bolt, and there's so little clearance between all the moving parts. Snug him up just a little bit. That rail is almost sitting back where it should be. There we go. Remember those texture marks we did? This is how it was before we pulled it apart, so in theory should be fine. Pull this end down. Sneak up on it. Don't go crazy with it. It's freaking in. It's freaking in. It's a moment of joy. This reminds me years and years ago. Oh God, 15 years ago maybe. When this car still had the original V8 308 in it. And I rebuilt it myself in my old workshop. And I got everything back together, the motor back in the car, everything. It all back together. All I needed to do was turn the key. And it was probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I used to run my own business, just like I do today. Different business, different place, still in Australia. Anyway, it probably took 3 beers and about an hour before I was game to just turn the key and see if the thing would start. That was, I remember that day really well. What had happened was I changed put a big stinky camshaft in it. Still a 308, but I put a big camshaft in it and did a bunch of work. But I'd had someone else work on the car for me because I was obviously running my business, and they decided that this other intake manifold was going to be the go for the car. But he reckons he was a mechanic. Definitely not. I'm not a mechanic either. I don't proclaim to be one. Never have. But anyway, he put these different intake manifold on the car because he swore it was going to be a game changer for that engine. Well, he put a freaking manifold on there that was off of a Chev Pattern 308, which is actually what the motor that is currently in this car is. A Chev Pattern. It's not the original block anymore. Another story behind that, but anyway. So it was, he started it up, and it was backfeeding or cross-feeding because the freaking intake ports were crossed with the exhaust sides, and yeah, he was an idiot. He tried to do a freaking burnout, and I nearly knocked him out, to be honest. He was just like, shut it off, and then that's why I rebuilt the thing by myself. That was the first V8 I've actually ever rebuilt. The only one I've ever rebuilt. Rebuilt motorbike engines and stuff like that, but yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling. Reason being is I've got to take this tape off the window. Yeah, it took me an hour or more before I was just like, you know what? I had a couple of beers, 3 beers, I think. Bugger it, turn the key, see what happens. It ran perfect. Mint. So, I did well for someone who's not a mechanic. This has been a shit fight. Just because of the nature of how it is. That's some heavy ass glass. Anyway, that's enough rambling. I've only had 2 mouthfuls of beer, not 3. Stay still. Tape is off. The tape is off. Just, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Alright. What's it going to do? Is it going to work? Or have I just wasted 2 weekends and I don't know how many hours? Let's try it. Going down. No shit. Just a little bit slow. It's never gone that fast. Wow. Alright. Going up. Yeah, there's the struggle. Yeah, that motor's no good. Look at that. It went down. Didn't do that before. I'll give it a hand. Mind you, the car's not running. It doesn't have the best battery in it. I've owned this car for more than 15 years. That window has never, ever gone down that fast. Ever. Not once. You little ripper. You little ripper. I really should get the tint off this. This car has been jacked up. I don't even know how long the tint's been on this car. Like I said, I've owned it for more than 15 years. And yes, I did say this door got replaced. But all of the hardware, the glass, the mirror, the wiring, the locks, everything, the motor, all came from the original door off this car. Actually, the door wasn't even that bad, but it had damaged the intrusion bar a bit. We probably could have reskinned it, to be honest. Back in those days, this door cost me next to nothing. Anyway, That's all she wrote. Ooh, got some thermal activity going on. Check it out. Still not the best, but I mean, it's never been great. That's, like I said, the car's not even running, so the voltage would be dropping like crazy every time I do that. It pulls a lot of amps. Ah! We did something. We did a thing. I'm going to finish my beer, and it's time to get ready to crack a Weber. Sunday afternoon roast. We did something. Hell yeah. Awesome. Ta-da, mate. Freaking thermal activity. Wow. That was rocking the whole shed. Where did you come from? That was strong. Gliding weather. Put crap all over my car. Jack! All over the roof as well. Anyway. Got a freaking working window. Yo! Ta-da, mate.